This is how I use stencils in my planner. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I want to talk about stencils. I love stencils, and you can use them in lots of different ways in your planner, which is what I plan to do today. I'm going to work in my dashboard layout. I'm going to use Midnight Botanical from the Happy Planner. This is a beautiful sticker book. Oh, just so pretty, and I'm really excited to use it this week. And I'm going to use several of these stencils. One is from the Crafters Workshop, which is a great resource for artistic stencils, things that you would use in cards and journaling, but you can also use them in your planner. And then I have several stencils here that are from the Happy Planner, from various Be Happy boxes, and a few that they have available on their website that can come in really handy when you're trying to organize things in your planner, which is what we're going to do today. So I will put you guys on fast forward. Like I said, I'm going to work in my catch-all planner. We're going to be doing a dashboard style layout. Let me find it and get it all organized. Here we go. All right, I'll put you guys on fast forward. Everything I use, I will link down below. Let's do it. When I am working with ink and stencils in my planner, I always find it easier to take the pages out. Yet another reason that I absolutely love using the disc bound system. Just so easy to take pages in and out. I'm going to start with some decorative stenciling. I'm going to use some ink. This is Distress Oxide ink. Now, it's my favorite ink to use, especially for blending purposes through stencils. The tricky part about Distress Oxide ink is that it is water reactive. So if this were to get wet, the ink would start to run and blend in a different way. That really isn't a problem in my planner. It will dry all the way. Like, that's not going to be the issue. And I don't ever plan for my planner to get wet. In fact, that's, something we actively work against. So it doesn't really worry me that the ink would be water reactive, but it's something to consider. There are some more permanent inks, but I don't feel like they blend as well. So Distress Oxide is my favorite one to use in most of my projects. I am working with 3 different colors. This is a marigold, a quiche flamingo, and dusty concord, I believe. And I'm just going to put some butterflies down the center of the page. This is a great solution. I love decorating the spine of my planner because it's a great way to add a lot of decor without covering up writing space. And in this way, I don't have to re-punch these holes. I don't have to cut the planner apart. I'm not adding any bulk to my planner, which is the big plus of using stencils. You can add beautiful artwork, beautiful shading, without adding a lot of bulk that sometimes stickers can start to add to your planner. Now, if you're not wanting to use ink like I am using with a blending tool and working through the stencil, you can still use the stencils in what might be the more typical way, the way we all learned back in the day, and that would be tracing the pattern in the stencil. So that would involve putting the stencil down and using a pencil or a pen to trace all of the different shapes within the stencil, and then you could color it in after the fact with different pencils, maybe even watercolor pencils, whatever you like to do. That would be another way to use this if Distress Oxides seem to be too much, or you're just not interested in getting into all of this mixed media feel. That's another way to really use the decorative stencils to add some extra, extra interest to your planner pages. It helps the planner really stand out. These are things that no one else is going to have. I also like using the ink for functional purposes as well. For instance, this is a square. I can fill it in with ink. I'm going to use that marigold because I think it's so pretty. And now it's almost like I added a sticker, a solid sticker right there. I could have blended that a little bit better, but that's okay. We're just going to move right along. And then I'm going to do the same thing with these banner style stickers. Traditionally, I believe you would probably just trace these out with a pen, color it in, and call it a day. But I'm going to use the ink that I've been using already just because I think it adds something interesting, and I love that the colors will all coordinate. So I'm going to add a few of these banner pieces to add in some functionality. These are marking off soccer games, and then I'm going to add a different one in the marigold for baseball games just to add functionality to my planner. But you can see I haven't added a sticker yet. Will I be adding stickers? You bet I will. That is something that I just love to use all the time. But playing with stencils can be a lot of fun too, and it can really stretch you creatively and add a ton of function at the same time. Now, unfortunately, my video cuts out as I start working with a few other stencils and with the stickers coming up, but I'm going to definitely explain to you how my spread turned out, give you a more up close view to show you how it goes. For this, I'm going to add a little bit more of a defined edge to each of these banners with a pen. These are the Papermate Flare pens. This one is in a dark purple that matches well with the colors, just adding a little dashed line. I'll end up adding dashed lines across this whole spread. That is one of those cohesive elements that I like to use to bring a full spread together. And then of course there's going to be stickers and even more functionality coming in with stencils. I would love to hear how you use stencils. Have you ever used them in your planner, or do you keep them in your art journal? Let me know down below what your thoughts are on using stencils. And then let me just cut to this finished product. Again, sorry for the lost footage, but let me continue to explain how I used stencils to complete this spread. All right, so my video cut out, but I wanted to kind of walk you through some more of these stencils that I used and how I used them. Stencils are just so fabulous for adding structure, for adding decoration to your planner without adding a lot of bulk. So for instance, I used this stencil right over here. I use this one all of the time for bullets, creating bullet points that I can easily check off in my planner instead of solid bullet points is something I really enjoy doing. So adding bullet points for tasks that I need done during the week is pretty important for me. Then I had this one for some trackers. Let me see. Oh, that was this one over here. Habit trackers. There are a ton of habit tracker stickers, but sometimes you just need something really simple. Sometimes you need it to fit within a certain place, and stencils are great for that. So this particular week, I am going to be tracking exercise, not pressing the snooze button in the morning, very important, and drinking lots of water. Just 3 simple habit trackers that I can keep directly in my planner. And then I was also able to add some decorative elements with this stencil right here. This is a little stitch mark. Of course, I made my own little dashed line going around these boxes to provide a little definition, but this dashed line that I was able to use with the stencil was able to divide up these 3 different sections. So I can plan, an important event for the week, give myself a little summary for the week, get it done, just some different sections. Stencils can be really fabulous and they can help you feel really creative. I find them to be a great investment in my craft studio, not only for my art journaling and for memory keeping, but also for my planner. Once I had my stenciling in place, then I just added a few stickers just to bring in a little bit more decor. Of course, all of those are from Midnight Botanicals, such a fun, beautiful sticker book. And then I added some stickers from Proud Sticker Designs. These are some fabulous functional stickers that I use frequently in my planner just to provide a little bit more structure. I will link both of those down in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry that some of the footage got cut out. I hope that this was still a helpful video for you to give you a little insight on how I like to use stencils in my planner and some of the possibilities of using a stencil in your planner. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I want to take a moment just to give a little shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you all so much for being amazing people and for all of your support. And I hope that all of you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.